It may not be wrong to say one of the major root causes of crimes, poverty, poor healthcare, suicides, killings and avoidable deaths today in the world is superstitious beliefs mixed with severe psychological manipulation, religious and spiritual delusions that often lead to family members abandoning their loved ones, especially their parents for fear of being bewitched, doomed or suffered from the delusional curse or spells superstitiously believed had been placed on their parents or loved ones, and this act do also lead to the accused family members committing suicides or being banished, beaten, or even killed by jungle justice, and in line with the numerous cases documented globally and locally, we have seen where individuals have committed murder or caused death due to acute spiritual delusions, which in psychiatry, these are often diagnosed as cases of religious psychosis, schizophrenia, or clinical lycanthropy, where the perpetrator cannot separate objective reality from spiritual hallucinations. This may interest you to know that in August 2025, at Atwood Lake in Ohio, United States of America, USA, an Amish mother obviously suffering from a severe spiritual delusion, drowned her 4-year-old son in Atwood Lake. Investigators revealed that both she and her husband believed God was speaking directly to them, demanding ritualistic tasks to prove their worthiness. And as such, she explicitly told the police that the Lord wanted her to perform the sacrifice. This may not also be different from the case of a 22-year-old Nigerian and an engineering student named Benjamin Abenem, whose life seems to heavily revolved around his church, who suffered a sudden psychiatric break in 2025 after his family initially mistook his erratic behavior for a standard demonic attack rather than a medical issue, allegedly driven by the delusion that his mother and sister were witches spiritually plotting to destroy him. He, as a result of that, attacked his family, resulting in the death of his mother, but he was later diagnosed with schizophrenia under clinical custody. It may be recalled that one of the most famous historical cases of spiritual psychosis in the United Kingdom, UK, was the murder of Robert Dadd in 1843 by his son. The English artist, Richard Dadd, stabbed his father to death on account of a delusion that his father was actually the devil in human form, and that he had been chosen by God to battle the forces of evil. This act made him to spend the remainder of his life in psychiatric facilities, and in 2008, a passenger inside a Greyhound bus in Canada, Vince Lee, killed a stranger, Tim McLean. Lee claimed that the voice of God told him McLean was an alien or a demon, and that if he did not kill him immediately, the man would come back to life and kill everyone else on the bus. And one of the most recent cases of crimes caused by superstitious beliefs occurred on Friday, the 9th of May 2026 at Umuazili area of Awo Omama community in Oru East local government area of Imo State, when Michael Akujiobi killed his uncle and 2 other elderly people on the ground that they were the evil forces behind his misfortunes and problems in the family. The suspected murderer, who said he returned from Lagos State to his country home in 2018 to wage war against spiritual forces so that his father's name wouldn't go